So what's up, everybody? Are you riding with Renan today? Think we're gonna get some gas and head out towards the Royal Gorge, probably. See what's going on up there. Check out Texas Creek. See how many rafters we can spot. Look at the river. Show you all the bridge, maybe. And just have a good time for a little while. But first, gotta get the gas. That river is raging. It's high enough that they've got the Royal Gorge closed. They won't let people raft down it right now because the water's way too high. It's about 1,000 CFM or so higher than what they'll let people go through the gorge on. You know, when you're moving, this freaking jacket is actually really ventilating. I'm getting a lot of air. Like, it's nice. I'm not absolutely sweating to death. Although the second you stop, you begin sweating. But that's all right. Couldn't get the visor all the way closed, had the camera in the way a little bit. Bike's freaking dirty. After we get done riding today, I'm gonna wash this one in the Goldwing and give them a good bath, make them pretty, get all that dust off of them from all that fucking construction work in front of my house. Trying to wave at people and change lanes. Still haven't got in to have the oxygen sensor code deleted, but I got planning on doing that next month and get the brakes flushed out and all that good stuff. Get new fluid in there. Get some beautiful views around here, that's for sure. I absolutely love living in the mountains like this. Actually, I live down in the valley, or canyon, so to speak. We're right on the backbone of where the mountains start and the kind of plains of Colorado sort of start to begin. Somebody's trying to call me. I don't know who that is. Oh, I think that's the gun store with my magazines I ordered. We're not going to talk to them right now, though. I didn't think they called me till next week. That's cool. Private cabins and campgrounds and whatnot. People spend a lot of money around here. Matter of fact, these cabins up here on the right here in just a second go from like $300 to $600 a night or something like that. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous, but they stay booked up. The people from out of state just think it's awesome, and they're in all these cabins right here. You know, kind of hard to see them through all the trees, but they got cabins and glampers, which are like fancy fucking tents, basically. That's in your $200 to $300 a night range, just sleeping in a fancy tent. But a lot of stuff. Really cool dinosaur museum over there. Just built that 3 or 4 years ago. Added it to the repertoire of everything out here. People dig it. Still got a lot of snow up on the mountains. The runoff this year has been absolutely crazy. It's kept the river high up there in the high country. You know, it gets hot and you get a lot of runoff, and then it cools off real good. So it's been, you know, kind of slowing it down and just been keeping a real high freaking amount of water coming down. Like, I mean, generally the runoff, it's the 5th of July right now, and usually the runoff is basically done about 3 weeks ago, and there's still a ton of it to go, which is good, because I mean, around here we're in kind of a drought state for like the last 10 or 11 years or something like that, and this is the first year we're officially out of that. Like, they've been able to pretty much fill up the reservoirs again and all of that, so it's great, you know. But it's very cool. The river's in really good shape right now. It's the Arkansas River. Oh, that guy wasn't friendly. That's all right. I love this road though. You know, take it to Salida and stuff a few times this summer, you know, have lunch in Salida, but it's just a super windy river road. I mean, it literally runs right next to the river, you know, going all the way to Salida. So there's a lot of curves and bends in it. It's very, you know, beautiful country on the way out there. It's pretty awesome. We're not going to ride the whole thing today to Salida, but it's a good time to ride it. It's one of my favorites. Do a lot of fishing out here. You know, when you want to hit the river. It's been pretty murky and high and fast though, so you know, right now it's not super ideal. So I haven't hit it this year, but you know, generally by now I start making a day or two each week, come out here and get some fishing done. But it's just crazy right now. So see, those are glampers right there. Those little colorful whatever, you know, fancy tents. But people pay dumb money to sleep in them. It's mind-boggling to me. You know, I'd sooner just pitch up a regular tent and just save myself $200 or $300 a night or whatever. Got some buses in a van over there. stacked with rafts, I guarantee it. They're probably waiting for them to come down the river, because just past there is the entrance into the Royal Gorge where the river goes through, and like I was saying before, they have all that shut down. So just because the river gets so high and so freaking dangerous that, you know, they won't let people go through there right now. So they run several miles of this section of river in Texas Creek and all of that, but that would be the tail end right there. And or if you were taking a gorge trip, about the beginning. It's about where they launch, you know, to go in, but not right now. Keep catching a few random bugs on my visor. There's another rafting bus. There's a bunch of them. And my daughter is a photographer for one of the companies here that takes pictures of people in certain areas. You know, they go and they take pictures of all the raft groups coming down the river, and then, you know, people can choose to purchase those or not or whatever, but it's very lucrative from what I understand. I mean, a lot of people, you know, enjoy their, like to take home a picture of them going through some crazy looking rapids, you know. It's pretty cool. But she gets to spend her day outside, you know, which is better than some jobs, but it's cool. We'll ride up. There's a lot of traffic on this highway running through here, like all the time. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. You pretty much always end up getting stuck behind something going slow, you know. They have passing lanes and slow vehicle turnouts. See, look at this. I mean, look at that river. It's just, I don't know how well you can see it down there, but that is, it is raging. Like, it is very, very deep. I realize, you know, it doesn't look super wide or super big, but going through there and through this, it is really deep. You could easily lose an RV or a vehicle or something in that water and then not see it again for several months. They'd carry it downstream, you know, somewhere. But we'll go up here to a spot. Last time I came out here trying to make a video for you guys, I did something I do, I feel like, kind of often, which is ridiculous, but I forgot to plug my microphone in, so all the audio was just mostly wind noise. You know, you could hear me a little bit through the helmet. The camera was picking it up a little bit, but for the most part, it was all, the video was pretty much ruined just because I fucked up the audio. Hopefully that's not the case today. This is Texas Creek. This is going to be our turnaround point. Salida and Westcliff. Both amazing rides, and we'll do them both, you know. But for now, I'm not going to do that. This place, man, Barry's Den at Texas Creek, has the best fucking breakfast. I am telling you what. Their burritos, everything, man. Their breakfast, biscuits and gravy. It is all just absolute fucking bomb stuff. I like to ride out here and have breakfast, you know. Not today, I mean, it's already the afternoon, but it is so good. I'm not even kidding. If you're ever around here on Highway 50 rolling through here, man, stop there and eat. Got some of the best fucking green chili ever. Already in 5th gear, I do that shit all the time. Like, I want to change out this because I fucking hate it. The tint on it that they did or whatever, if you don't have the sun at your back, it is very difficult to read anything on there, and not that you really need to other than your speed, because it really provides almost no information whatsoever. It doesn't have a gas gauge, doesn't tell you what gear you're in, no RPM range or anything. Not that I give a shit about that really, but you know, it's the speed and a clock. And a dummy light to tell me that I still haven't changed my oxygen sensor, or had that deleted from when I took it off, and still never put a delete in it before I went riding around. Rode up to Breckenridge, which is twice the elevation of what I am here, and tripped that sensor because it wasn't there. But I mean, the bike still runs great, and it's not really hurting anything, so I've kind of lollygagged about getting it fixed or deleted. So once it's on, you have to, you know, physically hook it up and physically delete it. Look at everybody just chilling right there, taking some instructions. We're about to go into like the calmest part of the river right here, so if you want to do any looking around, now's the time. A lot of boats though, man. 60 to 100 boats a day probably, and each one's got, you know, 8 or 10 people on it or whatever. I don't know the exact number. Like I said, I don't really go rafting, but I go tubing. But you know, a lot of people really enjoy it. It is a lot of fun. I have gone rafting. I've gone through the gorge in high water and all that, and it's a lot of fun. But I mean, you know, why am I going to spend the money to do that when I can just hop on a tube and, you know, tube for miles, you know, on the other end of the gorge. We don't do it through here. We'll tube through town and shit, which provides plenty of good time, medium-sized rapids, and plenty of spot for relaxation running through town. As you know, you spend, depending on how high the river is, anywhere from an hour to 4 hours in the same distance, depending on how fast the water's moving. But you know, we'll float, take some beer. It's a good time. It's a great day for it though, I'll tell you what. It's not like ball melting, fucking blazing, fucking dick sweating hot outside. I mean, it's hot outside, but it's not like, you know, it's not in the hundreds or high 90s or whatever. Look at all these fucking people right there. That's crazy. Hundreds a day. It's a good business. A lot of fun. I'll get up here to 5 Points and pull over. Have a cigarette, breathe some air. You know, because if I'm going to be breathing nice fresh air, I got to fuck it up with a cigarette, right? Maybe find some shade to fucking park in, so that my ass doesn't catch on fire when I get back on the bike. I usually park right here, but there's a bunch of people here today, so I guess we're not getting any sun to park in, or shade. I mean, I could park over there, but it's kind of out of sight, and I don't want somebody to crash into my bike, so I'm parking this out of sight. What is a rapid? Boulders and other obstacles that are beneath the surface of the water create giant fucking waves in the water. That's what a rapid is. I'm sure it's more explanatory and did a better job than I did, but I suppose if you didn't know, I don't know why you wouldn't. God, this is a good song. This gives you a little bit of vertigo being this high above the, or this close to the water. Look at that drop off right there. Just boom. It's just raging. Doing a good job through here. See, look, right up here, just bam, it's just like gnarly, and then you get over here and you got a nice little eddy right there. And where these waves are breaking right here, it wasn't much closer to that last time I was out here. That's, I mean, the beach came out. That was about where the water was. It was much lower. You could see these rocks right here. And it's not at its highest point that it was this year. Oh, look, there's a paddle just floating down the river. There it goes. Lost paddle. Oh, somebody's a sad panda. There's pretty good rapids through here. That'd kick your... Right on, man. Okay. He's like, no, fuck you. I'm not stupid. Oh, you chicken shit. He's gonna pull over. Oh, here comes a whole group of boats. Maybe we can get one to go. Man, what are you guys doing? Roll that way. Yeah, they're going around it too. These guys might hit it. Here we go. Oh, they went just to the side of it too. Hopefully all these guys aren't... We got some kids in there. They're not going to take them in it. They all skipped it. That's too bad. See? But I mean, you see, even they went to the side of it and it almost gobbles those boats up, like... And that's a little one, I'm telling you. That way! Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Oh, bummer. Those pansies. Oh well, gave it a shot. You know, a lot of times they'll kind of ask people who are getting on the boat, you know, if they have any experience or whatever, you know, if they end up with a boat with the majority of the people who have been rafting a few times and kind of really know what they're getting into. Look at that old Honda. That's cool. You know, they'll ask them, and if you get more experienced people, then they'll take those kind of people through that kind of stuff. But if you've got a boat full of inexperienced people, you're not gonna hit. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I gotta put my jacket on first. Love this jacket. Really does provide so much ventilation even in a lot hotter temperatures. It provides, it's nice. You know, as long as you're not stuck in traffic, that's when you really start to burn up. But I'm super happy with it. It's Buffalo hide. Forget the name of the company that makes it. Has an insert for later times of the year. I just put my gloves on and I have my keys in my pocket. God dang it. Later time of the year, it has an insert to help you stay kind of warm, but oh shit. Where's my key? Did I put it in this pocket? Oh, there it is. That was scary for a second. Like shit, now I gotta go key hunting. That would have sucked.